Hello students. So today we will learn about that what are the factors which influence the WSN design, and we will find the challenges of this design also. So there is a fault tolerance. So fault tolerance is basically that how your device can tolerate a fault for its data and its ability to transfer and receive the data. Scalability depending on the size of the device, and this scalability also depends on the um, that if I want to increase the number of the nodes in a particular area, then adaptability of this network with some new nodes must be very easy and very careful. So that is a scalability. Production cost. So because all the nodes are of alike, and all the nodes are of same type, so bulk production is possible in that case, and production is very less in this such kind of architecture. So but the production also depends on the type of the device and how they can be used for the particular operation. And next is hardware construction. Hardware constraints are so many constraints are over there. For example, one of the major constraint is the memory, that how much data we can use with this node, because of the small size and the small form factor, we cannot increase the size of the node and we cannot use it. So in that case we need to provide the hardware constraints to the devices. Next is the sensor network topology. The sensor network topology is basically an important task, because in that case what we have to do, we have to find that how my data will be travel from one position to the another position. So there are many topologies, for example tree topology, bus topology, and your smash topology, mesh topology. So these all topologies are strongly used in the sensor network architecture. Environment. So environment, where your node will be deployed. This is the environment. Okay. So it may be agriculture field. Sensor network may be uh, defined in a structural health monitoring. It may be used for the to monitor the habitats and the animals. So this type of environment are there, and for that case volcanoes. So we may need to find that what is the status of the volcanoes, and such kind of things may define the environment of any sensor network. Next is the transmission media. Transmission media is another important thing. So because we are discussing about the IoT, so that may possible that the device is transmitting by means of the network protocols and internet protocols. But when we say that the device are used for the inter device communication, so for such cases some low range protocols will be used, and in that case Zigbee protocol is very popular. Next is power consumption. Power consumption of such nodes must be very small, very low, because the sensor network are deployed in a field where human intervention is very impossible. For example, volcanoes. If we deploy our sensor network in a volcano, then it is very hard to go there again and replace the batteries. And also, replacing of the batteries is very costly a task in a sensor network. So we always make our sensor network in use and throw type of architecture. So such kind of things are used for are basically define the power consumption, and the power consumption of the device must be very low, because if it will be high, then more rapidly the battery will be low, will be depleted, and the device may come in dead zone. So I would also like to give you an example. If there is a field and there are 2 or 3 sectors and some nodes are there, these nodes are there, and these nodes are intercommunicated with each other, and in this sector this node goes to dead, and if this node will dead, then this area cannot be sensed by any sensor, and anything may happen, any accident may happen in this area. So data is organized over there, and in that case we need to provide proper power solution in such areas. So these are the typical applications. So the one is the military application, then environmental applications, health applications, home and office applications, automotive applications, and other commercial applications. So they can be easily used for such kind of applications, and you can find that how they are using in YouTube videos, and there are very good YouTube videos are available on such type of wireless sensor network application in different domains. It avoids a lot of wiring because of wireless nature. It can accommodate new devices at any time. So I have already told you that new devices can be managed, new devices can be added in this network, and some devices may be extracted from this network, and there is no any harmful or no any problem with such kind of changes in the network. It is flexible to go through physical partition. It can be assessed through a centralized monitoring system. So disadvantages are, I can say not disadvantages, these are the limitations of wireless sensor network. So lower speed compared to the wired network, definitely, and less secure, because hackers laptops can act as access point, and if you connected to their laptop, they will read your information. So that is another problem. So many scientists and researchers are working on it. More complex to configure than wired network, and gets distracted by various elements like Bluetooth, still costly at large, and it does not make sense sensing quantities in building easier. It does not reduce the cost for installation of sensors. It does not allow us to do more than can be done with a wired NAS system. So design challenges. So design challenges are heterogeneity. Heterogeneity is the devices deployed may be of various types and need to collaborate with each other. Distributed processing. So the algorithm need to be centralized as the processing is carried out on different nodes. Low bandwidth communication. So the data should be transferred efficiently between the sensors. So these are the design challenges of this wireless sensor network. Some large scale country coordination is also problem. The sensor need to coordinate with each other to produce the required results. So a collaborative manipulation of the data is required, and in this case so much power is lost by the sensor. So utilization of the sensor should be utilized in a way that it produce the maximized performance and use less energy. Real-time computation. So the computation should be done quickly as if new data is always being generated. So these were the challenges of the sensor network. Operational challenges of wireless sensor network. So energy efficiency. So these are the operational challenges, and these you students should know. Energy efficiency, limited storage and computation, low bandwidth and high error rate. Errors are common. So wireless communication, noisy measurement, and node failure are expected. So such kind of the errors may be there. Scalability to say a large number of the sensor nodes, and survivability in harsh environments, and experiments are time and space intensive. So these are the operational challenges of this sensor node. In the future of the sensor node, the future on the sensor node may be smart home or smart office. So today in the home automation, so the sensor node is too much used, and you students also should try this thing. Sensors controlling appliances and electrical devices in house, better lighting and heating in office buildings. The Pentagon building had used a sensor extensively. So that is a live example before us, which uses the so much amount of the sensor networks. So WSN possible today due to the technological advancement in the various domains, and vision to become an essential part of our lives, and design constraints need to be satisfied for realization of the sensor networks. Tremendous research efforts are being made in the different layers of the WSN protocol stack. So such kind of things are possible in a conclusion. So in the reference, these are some of the references which I have used while designing this lecture. So you can go through these references. Thank you for this lecture, and I would like to tell you that I have used, we have done some amount of the I can say syllabus. So here you can find, and we have done introduction to sensors, unique constraints and challenges of the IoT, advantages of the sensor networks. So in the next lecture we will find that what is the IoT and what are the characteristics of the IoT. Thank you for this lecture.